Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots, and today I'm giving you a free template so you can make this cute felt fruit garland. That's a lot of F's. All right, so free template, I'll put the link down below, and you need some felt. You can use like regular felt or stiff felt. I'm going to be using the stiff felt because I have it. So I'm also going to be doing this with hot glue, but you can also sew it. So you can see, I'll also put a link to these down below, different templates to make some summer fruit coasters. And if you want, you can sew those or glue them as well. So you're going to need something like scissors to cut, hot glue to assemble, and twine or ribbon to string it up. So I will put the link to this free template down below. No sign up or anything required. So you're just going to want to cut those out. And then on these ones, you can cut out the full thing if you're an adult, but the little ones will do better with just individual pieces. All right, so now is the fun part. You just take whatever felt you have on hand, and we're going to use our pattern pieces to trace. You can absolutely, my favorite way is to trace using chalk like this, and then that way you can just cut where the chalk line starts. That to me is the easiest way to do felt because you never have to worry about pen marks showing on light or medium colors. So this is my preferred way. So you can have the kids do this, or you can prep all this for them if you want to do it with the kids. You can also use a pen or a pencil, depending. If you have one of those sewing pens, you can use that too. Whatever you would like, just make sure you cut off all of the pen stuff or put it in the back. Just whatever makes your heart happy. And so each of these, I just assembled each one as I was done, and I'm just using a little bit of hot glue for mine. Again, if you're using the softer felt, you can sew these really simply, but with the stiffer felt, I prefer to hot glue. So these big fruits are my favorite, and if you have the little kids helping, it may be a good idea to just stick with the big fruits or the solid pieces, because the inserts, like the little insets of all the slices, a little bit trickier for younger hands. Teens, tweens, obviously they can do it. Older elementary can do it as well, in case you want to make this a family activity. All right, so here is the way I do it. So you can just cut the whole thing and then shape all of it individually. Now this does take a little bit longer than this right here, which is just tracing a whole bunch of the individual ones and cutting them off. And then I just would stack them up and then cut them into shape before gluing them on. See? Easy peasy, right? So I also added one little one for the watermelon. I just used the same circles that I had and cut it into a wedge shape, and then I traced a couple of the greens just to have that, and use some of these as seeds. Obviously this is not included in the template. I just wanted to see what it would look like. You don't have to like hack it off at the tap like I did. So next up, we're just going to lay it all out and then choose whichever colors you want next to each other. And then I'm going to be using the big ones for coasters for this, so they'd match, but you don't have to. I just tied a loop on one end, and then I glued these on. Again, if you are wanting to, you can absolutely sew these to the ribbon or twine. If you sell, definitely add a backer so that you can't see this stuff. It'll also help to keep it all together in the summer heat, but I'm not selling this. I'm just putting this on my patio. So once those are all glued on, I'm just going to hack off the end and tie a knot down at the other end, along with a little loop for hanging. And you can make these as long or as short as you want. You don't even have to put it on a garland. You can actually create two sides, like to that big lime, sew them together, add some stuffing, and create felt fruit for the kids to play with. That's it for me today. I sincerely appreciate you being here. Please like this video, share it, and get your free template down below. Oh, and subscribe.